All right, Fern Burr, first presenter. Oh, this is February deal of the month. Okay. Come on up, Fern. Yeah.
Aw, thank you. It's not that I needed the acknowledgement. I just want y'all to wake up and be enthusiastic about this. Are we ready? Who's clicking? Okay, I'll let you click. So if anybody doesn't know me, I am the lovely and talented Fern C. Burr, and I'm not going to go into it too much right this minute because I'm the meeting sponsor tonight, so I get to yak a whole lot later. So you're going to see me later. So I'm just going to tell you about a deal that I did. Go ahead. So the title of it is A Lesson in Why Patience Pays Off. The deal is actually about a vacant lot we sold in Sanford, but I have to tell you the backstory in order for you to see the creativity of it. Does that make sense? Okay, all right, go ahead. All right, so this was a deal we found on the MLS, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It had an additional vacant lot. Now what's important, because I hear people telling me this all the time, it's got 2 lots, is you have to make sure the existing property is situated in a way that you can get the other lot legally separated. Otherwise, no one else is going to want it. So that was the first thing we had to do. Took a while, but we're going to talk about the basic sale first. We bought it for $52,000, the repairs were $25,000, so we had a total of $77,000 into it. We sold it for $110,000, minus the $77,000. We had no holding costs. We'll talk about that in a minute. Selling costs were about $5,000, so our profit from that portion of the deal was $28,000. That's okay, right? And remember, we had this vacant lot. And we really, originally, even met with an architect once, had plans of building something on it and selling that for big profit. And just never got around to it. No other reason. Thank goodness, knock on wood, busy doing other stuff. We kept saying, yeah, eventually we'll get around to that vacant lot. Hi, Bree. And we never got around to it. Okay, go ahead, Brian. Now, the way we sold the house originally was on a lease purchase deal. So we were getting $900 a month rent. We got rent for an additional 6 months because City of Sanford dragged their feet getting that additional lot approved. And that had to be accomplished before we could sell the first house. So we had the $28,000 from the basic deal on the previous page, and with the extra rent, now that number went up to $44,200. So it just keeps getting better, right? We recently said, we're gonna sell that lot. We just never get around to it, and put it in the MLS, because we're realtors, and not much happened. And finally, hey Sandra, I like your new hair. And finally said, you know what? Instead of getting our regular maintenance guy to go out there and put a sign out for us, because he'll charge us something, this is pretty close to our office, so we got T. Shepard Burr CPA, my current husband, there he is back there, to load up the signpost and go put a sign out. And within a day or two, we got a call from a neighbor. And the neighbor said, I'll buy the lot. I think we had it in MLS for like $19,900. He said, I'll give you whatever the tax assessed value is. Tax assessed value was $16,200. So when you tack that on top of what we had made before, the $44,200, the total amount realized after the sale of the lot was $60,400. I think one more slide maybe. Okay. So the reason there was no holding costs is because we paid for the property and the renovations with a home equity line on our primary residence. The costs included basic things, doc stamps on deed, title insurance, real estate tax, home warranty, and we gave them a $1,200 credit. Our original deal with them on the lease purchase was that for all of the first 12 months, we would credit them back $100 per month. So we gave them that additional closing cost credit. We did the 12-month lease purchase. Again, you know, if I give you any real estate advice ever, it's this. Always sleep with your CPA. I know, I've heard that line before. We did the 12 months to begin with in order to avoid short-term capital gains. We had a $5,000 non-refundable deposit, so they were pretty sincere about it. And again, the deal had to be extended 6 months because the city was slow to approve the lot split. One more and we're done. And a big shout out, is Hugh Crenshaw here tonight? I didn't see them tonight, but Millie and Hugh at Southern Title, literally, the way this happened, a man comes in the office Wednesday and said, my nephew, now this man was older to begin with, his nephew was a neighbor who wanted to buy it, was out of town, wrote us a check for an escrow deposit, and that was on Wednesday, and it closed on Friday. So a big, huge shout out to Southern Title for making that happen for us. Do we have questions?
Yeah. Does anybody have any questions? We have a few seconds for questions for Fern for the deal. Raise your hand. Yes, sir.
Yeah, the question was how many hours did we spend finding it, working it? You know, the first one was just a cosmetic rehab as far as the house itself. Really went pretty smoothly. You know, we weren't moving walls or anything, just paint and some tile and some flooring. The people, I mean, because we wanted to do the 12-month lease purchase, and we found someone almost right away, you know, that their needs and our needs matched up. As far as the lot goes, like I said, the lot was pretty funny, because when we finally got serious about it and said, oh, we'll finally get around to putting a sign out. I mean, literally, I think Shep put the sign out Monday or Tuesday. They walked in Wednesday. We sold it Friday, so I think we probably had 3 hours in that. So, you know, patience really pays off, and that was really why I wanted to share this to you. You know, we knew from the beginning that this lot had possibilities. We never got around to our original intention. I tell people all the time when I work with them, and they say, should we do A or should we do B? I say, you know, be open to either one, because you never know when an opportunity is going to present itself. MLS. Plain vanilla MLS. It was vacant. I think it was just a don't want her. I don't think that was a bank-owned property. I think that was someone who had a tenant and they were fed up with being a landlord. It was on the market not very long because we had it on there lease purchase, but we wanted a $5,000 up front. And there's a lot of people who want lease purchase, but you know, they want to give you like $100 up front. So our needs and their needs matched up pretty quickly. I'm going to let you go to keep Brian on schedule. Thank you. See you later.